Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Breaking news. Buhari speaks on Magu's probe suspension. Wow. What a time to speak, Muhammadu Buhari. What happened since this all began? What a country we are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. We want to say thank you for your continuous support. We truly, really appreciate you. By now, it's no longer a news, for it's already a household name, the person of Magu. I'm talking about the chairman of EFCC. In case you're wondering what EFCC is, that is the Economic Financial Crime Commission in Nigeria. This was supposed to be an institution that probes and looks into looking about missing funds, making sure that government bodies are doing the right things and are not, exploiting the office of public funds, because it's very easy to have mismanagement and the rest. But apparently what we have seen in Nigeria is that this has become a watchdog for whichever government is in place. So what happened is used to probe enemies and anyone who stands in your way. As much as we don't condone or celebrate misconduct of public office funds, financial crime, cyber crime, or whatever kind of crime it has become a tool by which any government use to torment others, to be very candid. Take, for instance, look at the issue of a dog. Say you have, for argument's sake, you have two identical twins. Yes? So one is trying to impersonate the other, and probably the family of the one impersonating the other could not really differentiate if really is their father, or say, let's say for argument's sake, the twin are men. So one, because they are really identical, same clothes, same everything, and it's hard to tell them apart. So one comes into the family of the other, and they have shared ideas on mannerism, how their day go, and how they relate with their family. It's easy for the family to just flow in. But guess what a dog does? A dog is the only, in that scenario, that might be able, most likely 90%, if not 95%, be able to perceive that was not his owner, no matter how identical the twin are. The experiment has been carried out and has shown that a dog can differentiate between even two most identical twins. Why are we giving this scenario and this explanation? This is what EFCC has become in Nigeria. Ibrahim Magu was appointed. Remember, their positions are not, they don't contest for it. So it's a political appointment. When a president comes in power, you appoint those like aides that work with you to aid your work, so that some things can be easy. So this the Economic and Financial Crime Commission office has grossly, if you hear the extent to which Magu has, and guess what? That's a tip of the iceberg. You don't even know what others are doing. We're not talking about senators, ministers, and even just aides to government officials. If you know to what extent this country has been looted, oh, you will weep for Nigeria. Anyway, not to speak so much, let's get into what Buhari has to say. When this has been going on for days, this is when the president of the country is trying to explain to Nigerians the kind of person he appointed to be in such a sensitive office. The person himself is just like in the case of giving a cat a fish to hold. Let's get on with the news. Breaking news. President Muhammadu Buhari speaks on Magu's probe suspension. President Buhari has broken his silence. No, he should not break it, he should keep it. On the ongoing investigation of the acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, Ibrahim Magu. In a statement by Garuba Shehu, his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Mr. Buhari also explained that while he approved the suspension of the anti-corruption fighter office, a series of allegations were made against the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC), following a preliminary review of the allegations levied against the chairman and series of other staffs associated and working with him to determine the investigation and to have a close eye on what is going on. Hence, hence, an investigative panel was constituted in compliance with the extent law governing the covering of such a body. Is in the proper procedure when allegations are made against the chief executive of an institution. In this case, an institution that ought to be seen as beyond reach, the chief executive has to step down from his post and allow for transparency and unhindered investigation. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission office does not revolve around personality or an individual, and as such cannot be seen through the preliminaries of any individual. Therefore, the suspension of Mr. Ibrahim Magu allows the institution to continue carrying out its mandated investigation without the clouds hanging over its head. The EFCC has many hard-working men and women who are committed to its ideas and ensuring the wealth of our country itself is kept intact and not plunged or plundered by some few individuals within the act of the misappropriation and misconduct of such an office. Meanwhile, Mr. Imagu is being availed of the opportunity to defend himself and to answer the allegations against him. This is how it should be, as is the act that is under the law of Nigeria. Every citizen is presumed and remain innocent until proven guilty. We must realize that the fight against corruption is not a statistic or an individual event, but a dynamic and even ever evolving process in which the Economic and Financial Crime Commission is just one actor, and as such, we should continue to work towards making sure that our democracy proceeds and everyone and the institution is free from any form of corruption. What is, however, important is that there must be accountability and transparency, and our people must realize that there would be held accountable if there are misappropriation. This is the building block of the fight against corruption. The establishment of the concept of accountability and recognition of the rule of law is our paramount importance and notice. Those who see Mr. Magu's investigation as a sign that the fight against corruption is failing and have unfortunately missed the boat. That's not the point. What we are saying is he will be investigated and he has opportunity to defend himself. There is no better indications that the fight is real and active than the will to investigate allegations. Is an open and transparent manner against those who have been charged with the opportunity to keep such an office, and they should do it with integrity and honor and with all honesty. Well, that's what your president has said in the long and short of it is that well, we should not look at it that the fight against corruption. I'll speak like him. I'll personate him for a minute. Yes. So, fellow Nigerians, I have seen that you all are aware right now of what happened to Magu. We want to say that he's been asked to step down so that the investigation can go on accordingly, and this is how it should be. Remember that in law, in Nigerian government, nobody is guilty until proven guilty. So, fellow Nigerians, keep calm. We have people in his office who works with integrity, and we want to say we will get to the very bottom some of this. Thank you very much, fellow Nigerians. I hope you enjoyed that. Anyway, this is what we have to say. What do you have to say? Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Bye for now.